And we're live.
Bingo, we're live. Hold on one second. What are you?
In corporate, we're doing 9 to 5 today.
9 to 5.
Stumble out of bed, stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition. What's up, you guys? I'm Dante.
What's up? I'm Alice Rahmatullah for my Chinese fans. 大家好，欢迎来到我们的电影俱乐部。For my Uyghur fans, just to let you know, if I don't know, I'm Uyghur, so. For my Uyghur fans, yaxshimsizlar, bizning kino klubimizga kelganlar qarshiamiz. For everybody, what's up, y'all? My name
What's
is
going
Alice.
on? And I'm
What's going
Dante.
on? Welcome
I'm typing.
to our Monday Cinema Club. If you are first time for Monday Cinema Club, so here's a little bit of description.
Yeah, explain it to the people.
Monday Cinema Club is like a book club, you know. We're not professors.
I am kinda. I am a little bit, yeah. It's called Monday Cinema Club.
So we watch a film in advance and then we discuss, do we like it, we don't like it, what's it about, what is the impact, who's the director, who's the cast, is it good, is it bullshit, blah blah blah, just like chit-chatting.
And we bring people in, people that watch the movie, we bring them in to come and talk to us.
Yes, that's the best part.
Yeah, Alice came prepared today.
Best part.
Shout out to everybody out there.
What she said?
She said you came prepared today. She is prepared because it's 9 to 5. This is women working in the workplace and the movement that happened in the 80s.
Denise, just to let you know, I always prepare.
And shout out to Jane Frazier forever. How you doing? Shout out to Mr. Tommy Tom 85.
B-Way sisters
We
in
watched
the
95 B-Way
house.
sisters in the house. I saw some people that commented that have seen me. I've been traveling around the cons. I just got back from Calgary. I was in Boston. We're gonna be in Dallas this weekend. Actually, people ask about you at cons. You know, like, when is Alice coming to a con?
Really?
I watch Monday Cinema Club. So if you're in Dallas this weekend, maybe Alice will be at the Dallas con for a little bit. Say hi.
I think we should just sign our like Monday Cinema Club little pictures if they're having any. If they're having any. Anyways, thank you for shouting out.
Knez, what's going on? Knez, Ben 212, what's going on? I've been good.
I never been. So
Rob
what are we
Martin,
talking
81.
today? I can't see the people's name like barely. Like
it's okay. You don't wear your glasses.
I'm blonde. I'm blind.
Yo, P-Vada 1. We'll see you
I'm
this
blind,
weekend in
but
Dallas.
I can't hear like next door. Seriously, I can't hear all the way down restaurants what's going on. Like I can't hear the conference call in the business.
What are you
building
talking
right now.
about?
I can't see. So I'm talking about I have a better hearing than vision.
Than vision? You're like
Yes.
Daredevil? You know,
Yeah.
Daredevil's blind, but he can hear real good.
Oh yeah, I hear real good. I can't hear your inner thoughts and your secret phone calls. And I have a special abilities.
After watching 9 to 5, you might be having some fantasies about lassoing me up and then shooting me with a gun or something crazy.
Well, I can't promise it's not gonna happen. Just kidding.
Okay.
All right. What are we talking? All right, Dante, focus on one thing.
Focus.
Okay.
This
We're
week, the
talking
movie
about
is called
9 to 5.
9 to
which
5.
Is, I picked this movie, so how do you guys like it?
There's
If
a
you
lot
guys
going on around the
liked
world.
it,
We want to shout out
send me
Women's
some
Lib and all the
loves.
women out there. And this was in the 80s. This came out, what year? Can we get to the bottom of
Okay,
this?
I'll get in the bottom of this.
I'm going to give you some information while you look up what you want to talk
I already
about.
had it. I already had it on my
good.
phone.
Go ahead.
Did you with them? Or are you jumping in front of me? Like, do you
You're
want to
right.
do my job?
I don't do your job.
You want to get me fired or something?
I don't
what
wanna
are you
do it.
doing? Like, and then what?
I don't want to do that, for sure. No.
The movie came out in the 1980s. It's a comedy, screwball comedy. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, screwball comedy. It's kind of like out there. It's kind of heightened, kind of fun comedy.
Intense comedy, you mean?
Screwball means like a lot of jokes, a lot of
Jokes,
like
like-
physical comedy,
Okay.
broad comedy.
Oh, okay, makes sense. All right.
Bubble Buddies, what's
So,
up?
comedy, screwball comedy, and released in 1980s. Before I born. How old were you at the time?
I was alive.
Teenager.
I remember this movie.
You probably already lost your virginity.
Damn.
So synopsis is Office
I was young. I was 5 or something like that.
Office I can't pronounce this word.
I thought you were ready. Satire.
Satire. Office satire about 3 female secretaries who decided to get revenge on their tyrannical, sexist boss by abducting him and running the business themselves.
Right.
The trio. Thank you for helping my pronunciation.
Trio.
The trio, one of whom has been passed over for promotions because she is a woman.
I know.
Spend a night together having a drugs in
They were smoking some weed. So it's like such a big deal back then.
Of killing the slave driving chauvinistic. One of them panicked the following day when she suspects she really has poisoned the tyrant.
Yeah.
So that's the basic story.
Starring Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, Dolly Parton, which is amazing, and can't forget about my man Dabney Coleman, who plays the boss. It definitely reminds you a little bit of Mean Bosses. I mean, Mean Bosses probably got inspired by this movie. So, want to talk? Can I talk about it? Want to talk first? Yeah, go talk first. You talk first.
I mean, first question is: have you ever had a 9-to-5 job in your life?
Me?
No, you haven't. So.
No, I haven't. But have you?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! What are you talking about? I'm an immigrant. I take jobs.
I acted on sets from like 9 to 5 sometimes.
Because that's not a 9 to 5 typical office job.
But I still stumbled out of bed and I stumbled to the kitchen. And I still poured myself a cup of ambition.
Anybody wants to say something about this?
Go talk, and then I'm gonna talk. You talk, and then you talk what you want to talk about.
I had a 9-to-5 job.
What was your job?
I was before I started to my film school. I worked in AT&T as a sales representative.
Salesperson.
I sell.
Hawking that AT&T.
AT&T paychecks, 9 to 5. Click in, click out, click in, click out.
And how do they treat you over there?
Oh my God, I made money.
You made that money? Okay.
I made money. I made most sales.
Did you ever feel? I'm now going crazy. Did you ever feel like any male boss of yours ever looked down?
I told you that stories. Do you want me to tell it again?
Quick one.
That one?
Any story you want to? And we're not thinking all about that, but you're saying
my story.
You related to parts of the movies. Also.
Oh, absolutely, yes. All parts of the stories are related. Like bring a coffee, like all the like sexism, the boss being a bossy. I mean, it's like woman treated in the industry.
Hit you in the turnaround.
He's
like, hey, why don't you turn around? Let me see what you're
turn around and what you wearing? Like your jeans little tight, like those kind of stuff. But at the time, I wasn't thought about it. It was a assault, but I hit him back. Like I said, you're not supposed to look at my butt, anyways. So I didn't know at the time. It was like I just defended myself like right away.
Nicole said, "Spill the tea, Auntie Alice."
Nicole, what's up with the Auntie Alice part?
So check this out. So you related with the film.
I absolutely 100%. I love the show. Let me tell you this story. Okay, I love the film. I love the opening. I was like, why we're not making a lot of movies? Like nowadays, we stop making movies like opening like that, like music, montage shot, like
catch a vibe of all these people all these women going to work.
Yeah, it's like not even the like going to work like.
But that's how it was filmed. They were like the women were all heading to work.
I know, but I'm talking about that nowadays. It's really rare to see that kind of opening scene. It's like really rare. I don't know why, but it's a beautiful opening. It's relaxing at the same time. You see it's busy New York City. And one thing I want to tell, like they opened the scene in New York and in the middle of this show, middle of the movie.
You realize they're shooting in LA.
It's in
LA.
It's
all downtown LA, Glendale.
It's a lot of cheating part.
Beverly Hills.
Who's the producer?
Brentwood.
Excuse me, line producer.
It's okay. Then you're getting real into minutia of it. Let's not worry about locations. Yeah, it was a little bit. They fooled us, but guess what?
But they didn't fool us.
They didn't fool us because we're smarter than the average bear.
The hospital is in the Glendale.
I looked it up.
New York.
I looked it up.
Yeah, you looked it up and you told me, and I'm telling you.
I said there's no way that's New York. Okay, also. A.K.A. Corona, what's up? However,
the character was great. It distinguished 3 different characters, and then it's so funny. Like you are always like I am in the whole my life. I'm always a new person. I'm always a new girl. I'm always like wherever I go.
Which girl are you in the movie?
New girl, absolutely.
Jane Fonda?
No, not the character wise.
Character wise, what would you play?
I will play
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
A Chinese Uyghur version of Dolly
Dolly
Parton.
Parton. Grab my gun and shut your freaking mouth if you yell it one more time. Probably that's my personality was, but my life experience, I'm always the new girl in the office, and then there was always the bosses, and there was always like, it's like nowadays it's slightly different, but in the movie it's like the girl who's training the new girl, Judy, character Judy, played by Jane Fonda. She's such a nice, she's very friendly, she's very like straightforward. Oh, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to care for, this is what you have to do, this is your job. But in the reality nowadays, if you're a new girl in big companies like that, that's not how that works. I'll tell you guys later.
All right, so can I talk about the movie?
I haven't done yet.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, I haven't done yet. We're talking about the 9 to 5. The movie shot it, the camera movement, everything, the production design, it's very, very simple and very, very symbolic, and you will know like in a second, like you know that you feel like you're in that environment, you feel that in that energy, you feel that like corporate, like office light. So that's why personally I hate white light. So that's kind of stuff. But however,
you hate the fluorescent light. You hate that white fluorescent light.
Yeah.
Not
but
the white light from God.
The movie, huh?
White light.
What
Just joking. I was joking. Go ahead.
That joke just slipped over like I just
go. Can I say anything about that? I know that's not a problem. Can the guy talk any at all ever in this episode or no?
I don't think so. And then the character, like the sexism part, it's like, oh gosh, here's a sexist part, like you're a woman, you're not supposed to be boss, and you're not supposed to be do that. I grew up in the whole my life until the day today. I still on my own mother saying you do this, you have to do that, you're a woman, by this time you're supposed to have a kid, you're supposed to get married, you're supposed to have a job, regular job. Like she has no idea. This is like a culture I grew up until the day I am right now.
Go
like,
cook in the kitchen.
Go cook in the kitchen, like go this, do that.
You did cook your lunch today though.
I did, because
Thank
you've been
you.
traveling
Appreciate
a lot, so I wanted to cook that. That's not because I feel pressure.
You were pressured to, but you did, and I appreciate it.
I just did it willingly. It's a different. I did it out of the love. Like I did it like willingly.
And I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And so it's like I very, very like feel like this is the world we have to like stand up as a woman. And one part makes me angry with, which is when women taking charge in the whole office, and then when they come back, like whole environment changes, and the whole owner of the boss came like giving all the rewards, right? And then the
man gets the credit
for
the situation.
Which
always
is
happens.
Obviously always happen, but not anymore. We're gonna stop that. However, the woman, the office lady, she's alcoholic. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. She even healed that man, say, I changed my perspective. I became a beautiful woman, healthy woman because of you. Like, I was like, changing my perspective. I was like, because of I speak more than 2 languages. I always look at the perspective. You speak 3 languages. Yes. How can you say more than 2? More than 2, like 3 is more than 2.
I know, but it makes you sound like you speak 10.
Can you just shut up and listen?
I mean, it's impressive. I'm not going to say it's not impressive. 3 languages. Can you just
be quiet?
I am.
Like, didn't you learn like we listen? Like you
I'm listening.
You're not. You're just interrupting.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Go. Continue.
Yes, I am mean to Dante. So, what's up, guys? A lot of people are just like, why are you so mean? Because he's interrupting. And I'm not done yet.
I hear you.
So when she said that, it's like awakening call to me. It was like, why?
What call?
Awakening call.
A wake up call.
Wake up call. It's like, why, as a woman, okay, there's a sexist exists, there's inequality exists. As a woman, why we are not solve the problem, start from ourselves? Like, why do we have to depend on a man has to change it, do the initiative changes first, and then give us a reason and give us provider opportunity, and then change change our perspective and change our life? Why do we have to sit there and wait to do that? You can change your life, like alcoholic, whatever, peer pressure, life, work pressure, everything. Yes, you're working in a depressive environment. The secretary,
yes,
alcoholic.
Yes.
But why don't you just change
it was just a good part of the film, a little nugget in the film to see how other people
that makes
are being
me angry. That makes me
how other people are being can be impacted and influenced by like positivity or different ways of
why
doing
do we
things.
have to wait somebody else to impact our you can be yourself.
Freddie Lowe said dope earrings.
Oh, thank you so much. This is from Friends. We got it from Friends.
Yeah.
Dante got it for me.
I just pointed that out. Keep going.
Because you bought it, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Hungry for the validation.
Uncle John, shout out Uncle John.
Uncle John.
We're talking about 9 to 5. Can I talk now or no?
Okay, hold on one second.
Okay,
I'm not done yet.
All right.
Again, interrupting, even though we're talking about the 9 to 5. Just kidding.
9 to 5, what a way to make a living.
So it's questioning me, like, why can't we just be the change? Be the
we
change.
Can.
Like, we as a woman.
We can and we will.
Yes, the sexist, this all inequality exists. Why don't you be the first person there? If there's no road, just walk. Be the first person to walk the road. I still, like my parents, my society that grew up, the culture I grew up, Muslim culture, my parents, my sister, my cousin, everybody are surrounded by me. We built that way. Like, women has to do certain things. Women can, cannot be like, women has to marry in 30s. Women have to have a kids before 30. Like, they have to be job. They have to do that. They have to do this. I grew up in that environment, but nobody told me to, like, Alice, you gotta be the change. Nobody impact me.
Uncle John said, "Be the change." Alice Ramatula.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But
okay.
It's depressing. It's stressful.
Okay, can I
sometimes.
talk and then we're gonna jump into?
So I love the movie, and Dante Mouse go talk. I'll take my water break.
No, because I'm sure you're gonna jump in.
I'm doing 75 hard.
She's drinking a gallon of water every day.
Water, work out twice a day, and read 10 pages a day. That's my 75 hard challenge.
Okay, so
today is day 3. Go.
All right. Damn, she's drinking a lot of water. 9 to 5, 1980. So, I love this film. Okay, so let's jump back into 1980. I remember when this film came out. It was the song was a big #1 hit. We all, even as little kids, we all loved Dolly Parton. Let's start. The 3 women that are starring in the film are legends: Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Dolly Parton. People forget how amazing when I was a kid, Dolly Parton was like this really big superstar. I didn't really understand.
And you say you love her breasts. She has a bigger booty.
As young kids, we all realized, and they even played it up in the movie. Like she was Zoftic. She was a Zoftic woman.
And you say you guys, when you guys literally, you guys loved her breath.
I didn't say that. I said we were
said
enamored by her.
I remember that.
But she's also her singing. She was like
Did you really pay attention to her singing,
Yeah.
her acting performance, or are you just looking at her boobie?
No, the song was a big song. We were breakdancers. We loved hip hop, but we loved 9 to 5. We loved that song.
You loved the 9 to 5, yeah.
And she would sing on the Muppet Show and stuff like that. She'd be all over the place. And the smallest little whorehouse in Texas. She was like a movie star. She had this whole thing going on. It's like Dolly Parton was. It was just kind of just her. She was like an enigma, especially in the 80s. And so when you look at the movie now, it's a friggin' time capsule of 1980. The fashion and the way everyone looked.
Love the fashion. Oh, by the way, love the fashion.
Crazy.
I still wear a roll wrong with those dresses. I love that.
And the film, when you're watching it now, it says it's like a comedy, a screwball comedy. There's all this like kind of stuff going on, but the way that they structure the film and these women that are kind of coming up and have these fantasies of kind of killing their boss, and then how it kind of happens in real life, you see how movies like I said earlier, what is it, Mean Bosses, is like these things kind of like redone over the years. But what you gotta also look, as we were looking up online and which I didn't realize as a kid in the 1980s, that this film was a part of a bigger movement going on in women's lib. It's like a funny comedy, but like secretaries were really rising up and becoming.
Yes, became a huge women's movement at that time. Like you literally showed me like right before we started streaming the whole
documentaries about secretaries rising, and this was a part of the movement. And I don't know what came first, if this was an answer to the movement. It was hand in hand. And so even though it's like this really kind of almost like light screwball comedy, like you said, there's so many details in the film that they're dealing with, from sexism to
unequal
pay to daycare centers at the work to like women work. All these like new things were happening, and they kind of got it all in the movie. And so it becomes an important film for the women's lib movement in the 80s, and kind of through comedy and through stardom, you know, this trio of like stars,
and it's like
propelling the conversation.
Absolutely. And it's still like after watching this movie, like we still like, it's just like a wake up call. It's like, oh my god, after maybe the 1980s, from now like 2021, like we do have a progress. Like we change. I mean, I'm not sure about the equal pay.
Well, actually, they didn't get. If you look at the end, they didn't get equal. They didn't get equal pay. Like, you still gotta work on equal pay.
We still work on equal pay.
And guess what? Today,
equal pay doesn't mean you're gonna get equal pay. What the doctors do. Equal pay means like you do the same amount of job, same equal, same level, same genre, same title. You should get paid equal.
Also, guess what? 40 years later, I mean, this is 1980. We're in 2021. This is 41 years ago. Still haven't figured out equal pay.
And also, we're right now, if you look at the news, now we're going backward.
Okay, so
that's the dangerous part. We're going backward as a politician. I'm not a politician, and I'm not really interested in politics. I don't want to talk about politics. But however, as a woman,
Calvitrain in the house. What's up, Calvitrain?
Why our body, basically, like,
I know. There's a lot going on.
We have to get permission. Man has to involve.
All right, let's not go into it right now.
Our whole life.
I agree with you, but let's not get into it right now because that'll get very charged conversation.
I mean, that's the whole point. Like right now, 9 to 5. Yes, let's stick with the 9 to 5. We're watching that. But right now, if you look at the right now, what's going on in the society?
Scary stuff is going on right now.
We're going backward.
I don't like it. Yes, but let's move on. Let's bring some people in, and we can continue the conversation about the movie.
Okay.
And if other things come up, they can come up because it's part of life. It's part of the film. The film kind of helps with conversation, but you know, we don't want to get too intense, or maybe we do. We'll see. Do we have any guests this week?
Uncle John's a preach, Alice.
Do we have any guests?
No, we don't.
No guests. So if you watch,
wait, hold on.
Hold on a second. Double check.
Because I always get like late response.
I know.
So I'm like.
But if you watch the movie and you want to talk some 9 to 5 with us.
Yes.
If you watch the movie and you want to talk some 9 to 5, then hashtag what?
9 to 5.
Hashtag 9 to 5. Hashtag 9 to 5. And we can talk about your 9 to 5, what you think about the movie, and rock and roll.
And then we can talk about deep down the conversation, and
what everybody wants. Anybody?
Hashtag 9 to 5. Hashtag
or if you have questions, you can throw questions that we can all answer.
Yes,
throw questions.
Throw a question. Oh, well, hold on. What's your favorite scene? We haven't talked about our favorite scene yet. What's your favorite scene? Do you still remember that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I have so many favorite scenes.
We watched the film last night because somebody
got home late,
traveling, and he wants to wait. He wants me to wait until he come home, and we watch it together.
Okay, first 9 to 5. Yo, shout out to Cameron driving across the country.
Hi, Cameron.
Be safe, brother. Driving across the country.
Brother. Be safe.
Brother. It's like one of my brothers here.
Your brother is not my brother.
Mine.
I'm younger than Cameron. What are you talking about?
Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. The first one that came in. We're going to do Nicole real quick. Nicole. Drop some knowledge on us. Always here to...
She has like very like specific, and she will find something.
Is she coming in? Is she coming in?
Oh, there we go.
Nicole, what's going on?
Hi, Nicole.
Were you able to watch the movie, Nicole?
Yeah, I just watched it right now.
tell us what you think about the movie.
All right, here we go.
It was interesting. It's like, especially the misogyny in that film. It was like, wow.
I know there was a lot of misogyny, bigotry. The reasons why they were doing it, they had a whole list. I don't have it. I was like, you're misogynistic, you're a bigot, you're this, that. He had like a list of 10 things. He was, Dabney Coleman was the worst of the worst.
Yep.
But he did it with funny. It would be a role that, like, I would say, what's his name would play today?
Hard.
Will Ferrell.
Will
Will Ferrell could play that role today and be, somehow still be endearing and funny, even though he's playing a horrible person. But go. What tidbit facts do you have? I know you always have some facts for us, Nicole, so drop some facts on it.
Oh, I have a list.
Go for it.
Lily Tomlinson, that's how you say her name.
Lily Tomlin.
Yeah, apparently she turned down the role originally.
There she is right there.
And
Really?
then came back. Like,
Okay.
Oh, what is the reason? What was the reason?
I think she was like work conflict.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it happens.
What else?
sometimes.
What other tidbits do you have for us?
Oh, I was what else? Oh yeah, apparently Dolly, this is gonna sound weird.
Dolly Parton? What? What about Dolly?
Dolly agreed to do the movie on the terms that she writes the theme song 9 to 5.
Oh, really? And she killed it. And I think it was like a #1 song in the country. I think she won a Grammy for the theme song. And nominated for an Oscar.
Did she sing that song too?
She sang it, and if you like research Dolly Parton, she's written so many hit songs.
She did. She's
phenomenal.
A singer. Yes.
She's phenomenal. She's like one of a kind.
And in the movie, it's so stood up. Her accent is like very different.
She's from West Virginia, I believe.
And she kept her accent like in the like corporate world, and
Yeah.
it's so different.
She got the nails. She got the nails.
Long nails.
She got the gold necklace around her neck saying Dora Lee
Nicole,
around
do you
her
have
neck.
long nails?
Huh?
Do you have long nails?
Oh no, I cut them.
Me too. I can't do that. It's just that this is the longest I can get, like a little bit. But it so annoys me. Like every time when I'm type something, or like if I want to be too personal, if I like after the number 2.
No.
How are you supposed to wipe your ass with that long nail?
Damn, Alice.
Well, that's the reality.
Scratch, I guess. I don't know. What else you got from? She's from Tennessee. My bad. She's from Tennessee.
Yeah, she's from Tennessee.
From Tennessee. I've never been to Dolly. She has her own theme park.
Oh, does she?
Dolly World.
Really?
Yeah, or Dollyland.
Go, girl. Awesome.
It's like Disneyland, but it's just Dolly Parton's theme park.
Herself?
Yeah, hers pretty good. I want to go. I'd go.
Where? In Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Oh my God.
Dollywood. That's what it is.
Dollywood.
Kitty Cosplay knows what's popping. Dollywood. Good, Nicole. Give us some more
I
facts.
was about to say my favorite scene.
Yeah, what's your favorite scene?
Oh, my favorite scene is like when the 3 got. Actually, there's like 2. When they discovered that it was like rat poison, and they're like all like worried, and they're like doing this like car chase.
Right. That's funny. I think one of my favorite scenes, just on the acting side, is
It's alright.
I loved when they were smoking pot together. When they were just there was like something real about them laughing and hanging. I was like, damn, these chicks are probably really high right now, talking and it just kind of things flew out the window. They were just kind of being real.
Yeah,
in the living room.
Yes, I identify myself with that scene. Like it's like, oh, there we go.
Yeah, now they're
a
like,
lot of memories.
They just felt like just women kind of hanging and laughing, and like then it turned into like them fantasizing about killing their boss, which were all very funny. I love the fantasy of it all and changing. I love the Disney one, which is cool. I love like they were using different filters on the cameras for different ones. Like looked like a full-on Instagram filter on one of that's running and hunting the guy down. So it was kind of cool.
Black and white.
What else? Anything else, Nicole? Anything else you want to bestow upon us?
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
No, about next week's.
What about next week's film?
It's like, what movie are you gonna pick for Hispanic Heritage Month?
Is next week Hispanic? Oh, this month is Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah.
I think this month is beginning of the Hispanic Heritage.
Yeah, we gotta do a film, and for that's in September.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's been more than a year.
This is the last week in September.
I remember we just literally did Last
know.
year, I feel like there's a flaw.
We
Time
have to
flies,
do one.
like,
Thank you
so
for letting us
fast.
know, Nicole, because we
Thank
did
No
not
problem.
realize. So maybe we'll close the film with a really good. What film do you think we should close with? The to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, which would be the last Monday of the month.
Last Monday in the month is 27.
Yeah.
September 27.
Oh.
So it's end of the. Well, also,
We're gonna think of something really good to close the month to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. But would you have a vote for what you think it should be?
Oh. There's like so many. Can't think one right now.
or DM me, send me.
Oh,
the
it
list.
starts on the 15th, so it's gonna go for a month. But I think we'll do the 27th because we have an idea for the movie this week, and then we'll do something. We'll start the next week and start doing. I see Selena on there. You guys, a lot of Selena in the Heights. We did In the Heights already
In the Heights, we
Glendale,
did in the first.
which we love that, but we can do another. We'll figure out some interesting movies to do over the month. Almost Perros is a very good one also. Anything? Any ideas, Nicole? Any votes?
It's like I never even heard of these films that people are saying right now.
It's okay, but thank you
It's
for letting
alright.
us know
Thank
because
you
we
for
didn't
letting us
realize,
know.
but we'd love to celebrate.
Thank you for the reminder.
And we'll start on the 27th. We'll get at least 1 or 2 or 3 films in there.
No problem.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you,
Bye.
Nicole.
Bye. All right, so who else has watched the movie and would like to talk to us? Hashtag 9 to 5. I saw a lot of people
9 to
earlier.
5.
I can't go back, but there was a lot of people. If you watched the film, you want to talk about the film.
Just keep hashtagging 9 to 5.
I think I saw this person that wanted to come in and talk. Mambo Kings would be great too. I love Mambo Kings.
Do you remember last year what we did for?
Very big film in my life. Mambo Kings. One of his shows. Hello, Jenny. How are you doing?
Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Where are you calling in
How
from?
are you?
I'm doing well. Where are you calling in from?
Orlando.
Orlando. Shout out to Orlando. Let's talk 9 to 5. Do you know the movie? Have you been able to see it?
Yes, I do. I love the movie.
Awesome.
Okay,
What did you like about the movie? Favorite scenes or characters or what?
Well, the best scene is definitely when they show up at the hospital for the first time when Violet thinks that she's poisoned him.
Right.
And they're talking about the consequences. She says, I'm going to lose my job. I've murdered the boss. You think they're not going to fire me for that? That's the best scene.
That was so funny. And I do remember, it's so funny. I watched it and I was like, first time I watched it, I was probably less than 10. And I do remember the drunk lady, every time they're leaving, she's like, I'm going to the bar. She's like, Adam, girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
right
go,
there.
Nana girl. I was like, I
Nana girl.
totally remember that as a kid. It's still so funny. She's like, I can't do this. Like,
I
Nana
love
girl.
her.
Nana girl.
I love her character. But at the same token, like the last scene, she came back to the boss and it's like, thank you so much. You changed this. It's like that makes me like, it's like it makes me angry at the same time. Like, why do you have to wait your boss?
I know. I forgot to ask Nicole, but Jenny, are you Jenny? You are Jenny, right?
Yes.
What character do you most
Yourself.
relate to out of the 3 main girls?
Probably Violet.
Violet. Okay. She's kind of a heartbreak one too. Well, they all have heartbreak in their own way.
Yeah.
It's a heartbreak to know that you're doing a lot of the work and you're getting looked over all the time.
Yes, happens all the time.
And she's like, I trained him. She trained her own boss. She keeps training everybody. And everyone gets
the credit and
the credit. And they were remarkable. So even like the black dude that was working the cards.
That's
I
the best
don't get.
Exactly. I didn't even get the
I'm not
chance to
getting-
get upstairs. Like people just keep hiring people from outside.
Right.
That's the scene just break my heart. Like what is
But
going
look,
on
but also
in the
the Dolly
world?
Parton character. There's always that girl around the office or wherever our working places that people talk about behind her back, and they think that's heartbreaking to find out. Like, oh my God, everybody thinks I'm some kind of floozy.
Yeah.
And she's like trying to be stand up about it and dealing with it every day, but she's trying to deal with it in an honorable way.
Honorable way. That's the interesting part. As a woman, like I'm a woman, like
You're a woman?
Excuse me.
I know you're a woman. I'm just teasing you, baby. Good.
Thank God.
I got jokes today.
That's not joke.
Go for it.
As a woman, I feel like sometimes, like we have to ask a question from ourselves. Like we have to unite as to be stronger than like rest of the people. Like of course, as man and woman, like we don't want to be separated. But as a woman, like like workplace like that, like we talk shit behind their like people's like
Right.
women's back if someone else.
Nicole says she
like,
relates to
getting
Lily
more
Tomlin characters too.
If we see like someone closer to the boss, we talk shit that woman, and the woman was like the lady who's tried to get them down and just like sending them messages in the bathroom, taking
The
messages.
spy, I know,
Spy,
Roz.
that's
There's
the
that
woman.
girl too. The Roz is always that girl.
That's
It's
the
like
woman.
I'm gonna be on their side. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
the woman. You're a woman too. Like they're not gonna promote you because you begin like sending them.
But
secret
she feels like
message.
for some reason that's gonna be.
She feels special. She wants to be promoted. She wants to be, but we cannot step on each other and push
It
down
happens.
each
It
other.
happens.
We have to push each other as we have to hold each other hands, push each other forward.
Alice
not
sounded
talking.
like a union organizer.
No, that's the movie. Like as a woman, you watch it. Like, yo, like why are you like taking messages and then in the bathroom and then delivering to your boss? Like, this is like
right.
because of that. So that's why men are like more like look down us. Like, oh, we can't control because they're fighting for this position.
You're right.
And then we can play them as a chess. So they send us a whole world,
Okay.
and then just we
But now
step
you're
behind,
from
from behind each other.
Orlando.
Sorry,
Yes.
I'm getting so excited.
So I mean, that's down south. But you think about Miss Dolly Parton. Miss Dolly Parton in the movie.
She's great. I believe it movie was 9 to
What'd you
5.
say?
You got little
You
car.
clipped out.
Her
You
first
believe
movie
what?
was
What'd
9
you
to
say?
5.
It
Was
could
her
have
first
been.
movie
I
9 to
think it
5?
might have been her
Yeah.
first movie.
Yeah, so
And it's crazy how much of a legend she is. She's so good. She's so strong as a presence on screen. And obviously she's doing these like scenes with the boss that's sexist and chauvinistic. And you can tell like you know this has happened to her in life. So she wasn't even like shy about doing it. It's like she understood how to handle it and how to do it.
Yeah.
But then she was also like, I'll pull out my gun and I'll shoot you right now. Like I
Yeah.
don't care.
I love her. I love her character. You're supposed to be like, you have to put your boundaries on, and if keep the boss or whatever authority people like who has a higher authority than you keep pressuring it. Just fuck it. Just
And
do
she
it.
was,
Just
and you
say
know,
it.
and the other thing is she was sexy and she wasn't like scared. She was like in her sex appeal, not apologizing for any of her breasts, the way she looked, the way she
No.
acted. But she
She
also
owned up to
wasn't
it.
going to let you get away with, you know, abusing her. You know what I'm saying?
She was like, yeah, men are like that. Like, they like this boobs. They like this curvy body. Like, let it be. And she has a different perspective. If you keep crossing my
She like the
boundaries-
Lizzo of her time. She like the Cardi B Lizzo of her time.
She is. She is.
I want to see a song with Dolly Parton and Lizzo. That's what I
That would
want.
be
Can someone make that happen?
amazing.
Or Cardi B.
Cardi B and Lizzo and Dolly P be up in the song
Yes.
and do something hot. They probably do something hot. I can't wait. That's what I'm putting out there in the universe. My energy. I'd like to see that. I'd like to hear that. Yeah. Okay. Well, Jenny, thank you so much for joining.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Wait,
Thanks for
did you
having
tell
me.
your favorite scene? You already did?
The hospital.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank
Talk to you later on.
Talk later.
Bye.
So, you guys,
I'm so hyped up
man,
for this film.
Alice is a hype right now.
I know.
So,
Anyway,
who wants to talk? Who wants
I
to
wish I'm
talk?
more educated
Who
in
can
that.
get Dolly Parton on a track with Lizzo? That's what I want. Or Cardi B or Lizzo. All three of them. Why not? They can do the new 9 to 5. They should. Cardi B and
Rapping.
Lizzo should remix 9 to 5. That's what I want to hear. Okay, it's Kitty
here
Cos.
it is.
Kitty Cosplay
Here
had a lot in the chat, and so we're gonna bring It's Kitty Cosplay into the live talk, and we're gonna. I see some other people. I see some other Kitty Cosplay was popular.
Hi,
How are you doing? Where are you
How are
calling
you
from?
doing?
Chicago, Illinois.
Shout out to Chicago, the
Chicago.
Windy City.
Yeah.
Let's talk 9 to 5. What do you
9 to
think
5.
about 9 to 5? You
I
get a
love
lot of
that
information in the
movie.
chat.
I'm like so excited y'all are talking about that movie. I love that. I'm like working right now. I'm like, no, I gotta stop and talk about my favorite movie.
Talk about what do you
Please tell
love
us
about the
more.
movie? What are the moments you love? What are the actresses you love? What do you like about the movie?
My favorite thing is that song. I jam out to that song all the time.
Great song. Great song.
I just love the whole like taking like girl power to the extreme where like even if you're not a woman, like we all kind of sometimes have fantasized about getting back at our awful bosses.
Exactly.
And like to see these women like band together and do it, it's just so like cathartic almost.
Totally.
Just, like,
I love the fantasy and the stylization of the fantasy, and then I love how they uniquely ended up all doing it,
doing the same thing.
yeah,
which was crazy. It was really kind of fun way they structured the film, and I do love this song too. As a kid, it was one of the first pieces of sheet music we had on the piano for some reason. I don't know why. It was in one of the books, and we liked the song, and I just liked the line. You know, I stumble out of bed, I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition. I mean, Dolly P. Dolly P up here, Panic got bars.
Yes,
she got bars.
Pop, man, like you can sing it. It has withstood the test of time. It's still relatable.
Amazing. And what character do you most relate with?
I really was Dolly's character.
Hey,
I love her.
I'm originally from North Carolina, so
there we go.
Which is right now in Tennessee.
So you're really a Southern girl. You're not a Midwestern girl. You're a Southern girl.
No, I ain't a Midwestern girl. I'm Southern. I've been to Dollywood. I've been there. It's in
you have been?
Forge,
you gotta try to get to Dollywood. Was it in Tennessee, Dollywood?
It's in Tennessee. It's in Pigeon Forge.
Right. If we go through Tennessee, we gotta definitely go to Dollywood. Now, what's your 9 to 5, and like, have you gone? Did the movie kind of relate to any of your issues in 9 to 5 life?
Oh, for sure. Well, now I'm working as a virtual assistant, so I work for myself.
So 9 to 5 for yourself. That's you won. You have to deal with the madness.
Actually, COVID has somehow like helped us.
Yes, COVID somehow like even the playing ground in the world.
Playing ground a little bit.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. But I have worked office jobs. I have worked 9 to 5. I used to work for like colleges and stuff and done like administrative work, and it's like there's always sexist bosses. So
I know, to this day it's crazy.
To this day, yeah,
it's crazy. People will get away with what they can get away with, but I would like to think in the last 40 years things have changed, and they have changed. Let's not say things have not changed, but have they changed to the degree that they could have or should have? I don't know. That remains to be debated.
I feel like we have a long way to go still.
Can you believe it's 40 years ago?
Can
you believe it's 40 years ago that the movie was made?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And the fact that it is still relatable is kind of a little concerning.
Concerning, and it's a shame to us.
I know, you can almost remake the movie now, and it could be the same movie.
Same problems.
Yeah.
Same issues, same problems, same issue like we've been facing for
the
past 40 years.
I know.
And then later more. We're going backward. Later more. A little more.
I would only like to remake the movie just for the sense to get Dolly Parton on the track with Lizzo.
Yes. I love that.
I'm still there.
Make it happen.
Okay, Kitty cosplay. What are you cosplaying? Before you go, tell us what you cosplay. What's your cosplay?
I have cosplayed Zuko.
Hey, shout out. Nice. Fire Nation. You're a redhead, so Fire Nation forever.
Yes. Oh, I'm Fire Nation all the way, man.
What else?
I actually used to call back to the scene in the movie that's right behind you where she was Snow White. I used to be a birthday party princess.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So I used to do Snow White. I can do the voice.
Nice. You're a redhead, so did you do Ariel?
I did do Ariel. I did Ariel. I did all of them. I did Elsa, Anna. You can see I have all of the wigs here.
There you go. See, I see. There you go.
Oh my God! You have a whole set over there.
You're a true cosplayer because you got you know. It depends on they always ask how many wigs you guys got. That's really the mark of
this
the
one
cosplay.
Is? Oh, I have like 100 wigs.
Oh my God, you're legit.
This one is Winifred Sanderson.
From
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. I'm gonna say from Hocus Pocus. Yeah, from Hocus Pocus. Yes, I can see that.
We did that movie too.
We did Hocus Pocus last Halloween, which was amazing, and we had Jason Mars and
my gosh!
Come on, talk. Well, thank you for joining us for 9 to 5. We love it.
Thank you.
Shout out Chicago. Stay warm or stay cool. I don't know if it's hot or cold there. It's always
It's really hot right now, but it's gonna get real cold.
We'll stay cool. All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
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 All right, we have a little time here for 1 or 2 more people. Let's get some folks in. This one's coming in.
She has
Big
a lot
talk.
of wigs. It remind me of that show. What is that French show? Do you remember?
Lupin.
Lupin.
Hey, who are we talking
Hey,
to?
how are you?
Oh my God.
Hi, what's your
Hi.
name?
My name is Kinsey. I'm from Gilbert, Arizona.
Wow, what's up, Kenzie?
What's
Two
up?
redheads in a row. What's the odds of two redheads in a row? I think we just won the lottery. Bam. Yo, we're talking 9 to 5.
9 to
I
5.
saw a lot of comments in the chat. What you want to talk about 9 to 5? Favorite moments in the movie or characters? What you got going on?
So, I am actually a psychology major, and I've actually done loosely a paper on 9 to 5 and the sexism that it was based off of.
Drop some knowledge
Please
on us
tell
right
us
now.
So-
Let's
what
hear
you
about
have
this.
been
Let's go.
Alright.
So, anyways, one of the biggest things is the fact that even nowadays, one thing it did is it started out as a drama. And then it became a dark comedy where it was oh, let's kill the boss, but in screwball comedy ways.
Right.
And then it became a full-blown comedy because the thing is people didn't want it to become this feminist preachy moment.
Right.
Which it did, right?
But
Alice probably...
Comedy kind of pads it a little bit, you
Yeah.
know? So it's
Yeah,
easier pill to
exactly.
swallow.
Alice probably agrees with me about the whole comedy thing, but the thing is bottom line is it does a good job of externalizing a lot of internalized issues in society, especially for women. I love when they all look at each other and then they realize, you know what, we're gonna build together. We're gonna work together to get rid of this crap, because ultimately that's what we have to do, especially as minorities. Any group of marginalized group,
Right.
I'm white, y'all are Asian, so it's not, y'all understand this.
Totally.
But with women especially, in the workplace, and I'm a STEM major, so I deal with a lot of men going, oh, that's cute that you think you can know something,
Yeah,
um
I know. Are we over that part? We gotta be over that part, thinking that women are not as intelligent as men or something.
yeah.
That's gotta
I hope we're over that.
that's gotta go out the window. That's just ludicrous.
I hope we're over that. I still some of the stuff still doesn't make sense to me. You're a woman, so the boss said in the movie, it's because he got promoted because he has a family to feed, he has a family to take care. So do I too.
Yeah.
I'm a single mother. I have 3 kids.
Yeah, and my
Mhm.
mom is a banker, and she actually started banking in 1979, 1980 when this movie came out.
Oh wow.
And she talks about how promotions were just thrown over her head, even though she was more educated than a lot of the men she was with,
Right.
because she was a woman and she hadn't started a family yet, so she wasn't taken as seriously. And so the fact is she and I, we talk about the movie all the time because I grew up watching it and she was like, this is actually how it is. And now that I'm in, the science area.
Right.
But as far as the psychology goes, this idea of ultimately coming together and fighting for it instead of attacking each other, because one thing is the power dynamic.
Yeah.
If we don't have power, we're going to go after people who also don't have power, and therefore we start breaking each other.
100% agree with you.
Right, which is
I
horrible.
100% agree with you, which is terrible. That's this makes me sometimes angry.
And
why?
The great thing about the movie, people that don't know certain people's careers, are Jane Fonda playing kind of a new weak woman, which is, if you know Jane Fonda's career, she's one of the strongest activist women actresses throughout the 60s and 70s, and so for her to come and play this and lend her name and power to play the flip on what she usually is was pretty interesting. And then Dolly Parton's one of the, there's never been another Dolly Parton, never will be. She's just, these women kind of came into it to show, they brought their star power to the project to kind of get the audience to kind of take this pill,
So the characters were actually based off the actors. It wasn't vice versa. Typically, when you get a role, it's you fit the role. The roles were actually made for them.
Oh yes, that makes sense. That makes sense.
They have,
and Lily Tomlin
they
does
have a
feel
lot
like
to
a
say.
boss. She does feel like a boss, for sure.
Absolutely.
But yeah, ultimately the thing is like the message that can definitely be taken away. And I currently work in the justice system as well. So I'm with a lot of victims of like sexual assault and everything. And the amount of attacking that they do to each other is really sad. But ultimately the thing is like with movies like this, even though it's lighthearted a whole lot, we can still, you know, notice like, hey, when we band together, like none of us really have power, but when we're together, we can claim that back.
Absolutely. Like,
And
So true.
yeah,
So true.
the scenes that I love so much, especially like when it goes over the boss's head, is when like all three of the women just like look at each other and they know. Like Alice, you probably relate to this. Like we as women, we can just look at each other and we know what's going on.
yes, 100% for sure. Like, I mean, I'm why are you looking at me like that? Like, it's so like makes me like sometimes like makes me like, even though like I grew up in this conservative culture, like Muslim culture and Asian and this that, it's like still nowadays, like even though like I moved to like US and 7 years ago, like nowadays you will surprise, like people think like when men, they know what they want, we are attracted to that man. Like we're like, oh my god, he is so sexy, he knows what they want, he knows.
But when we know what
when
we want,
women flip the table, when women know what she wants and she aggressively she like work hard on that, people think she's bossy, she's aggressive, she all kinds of adjectives like.
Oh my god, he does say he did. Dabney Coleman did say in the movie, he's like, when he's on the phone at the end of the movie, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna put you 3 bitches in jail.
Yeah.
I cracked. I was like, damn, he finally said it. By the end of the movie, he's like, I'm gonna throw you 3 bitches in the jail. But that was just a funny movie.
Yeah, go for it.
I just think about how like the like mean girl concept and everything, like when they realized, you know what, we can actually do crap together and like make our own thing.
It's true.
Like, you know, instead of tearing each other down.
They do have the Ross character that's out there to kind of, you know, put a kind of like a lid on the other girls, but that's true too. That happens. I mean, they depicted a lot of different aspects of what's going on. But so much knowledge you dropped on us. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For watching the film. We love it. And thanks for dropping that knowledge. I love that.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
We got just a little time. Check this out. We got a little time for people asking to hear the voice.
People requesting
this girl.
They want.
Was all. I mean, Denise and Alice, this was all women's live. I know. I'm sorry, fellas, that I didn't get fellas in there. It just happened.
Who needs them?
9 to 5. So let's talk 9 to 5. Denise, what's popping?
How are you guys?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good as always.
Excuse me, calling me Auntie Alice.
Yeah.
So I am Auntie Alice.
I didn't even call you Auntie Alice in this. Get out of here.
It wasn't Denise. It was someone else.
It wasn't me for once. I had a quick trivia to drop on you guys. And it's about the song 9 to 5. Apparently, the little thing that you hear in the beginning is her nails.
Oh, what?
That's Dolly Parton's nails. I'm not
Dolly
joking.
Parton's
This is an actual thing.
Dude, Dolly Parton is a G. I mean, she got bars. She writes songs nonstop. She got
I heard that.
You see the gold necklace? She got the gold necklace around her neck. The whole movie says Dora Lee. She got the name bar.
Merchandising.
She's stunning.
Right here.
They wasn't even on that till like the 2000s. We're like, we need to get on that. And
she is stunning. As soon as she was on the screen, you're like, oh my gosh, Dolly.
Yeah, the first thing's on
stole
there
the show.
Look at the boobies.
I didn't say that. I said I remember Dolly Parton as a young boy.
Yeah, you said that.
She is known. I mean, she's made it known as well that she's known for her.
She's optic.
Her large size breasts.
I listened to a whole podcast on Dolly Parton, like a 4-part podcast with Radiolab, and she's such a phenomenal person.
What podcast is this? Can you drop it? Like,
yeah, it's on Radiolab. It's a podcast about 4-part podcast on Dolly Parton.
I love I love her, man. She really is a gem. Like, she's out here giving kids books and just being an all around, just like great,
But where
famous
she's
lady.
from and what she's done and how she kind of created her life,
even though
her artistry.
Even though in the movie, the character she plays, the way that character thinks, like, I love that character. Like, she's powerful.
Yes.
Even though the boss treated her like a little.
She's like a superhero.
She
knows. I feel like she knows her worth the entire time.
She knows her worth in life. She was like born.
And she has the boundaries.
Yep.
She has a line. As long as you don't cross my line, whatever you said, it's just the wind in my ear.
And he crossed the freaking line.
Oh,
and he crossed the freaking line.
And he got hogtied.
And guess what? When you cross the freaking line, boss, even though you're my boss, you're my boss. Even though you're my boss, if you cross the line, guess what? I'm gonna shoot the shit out of you.
Yeah,
this is like everything that I've wanted to do to like men who always think they're right, or like men who always, you know, put women down.
Let's give a shout out to Dabney Coleman, who played it so good. So well.
He was really the perfect asshole.
Like, he has that natural look though.
He was funny. He was funny as the sexist.
And let's talk about his wife though. Speaking of that,
oh my gosh!
Oh my god, are you that naive?
There are people like that for sure. Or maybe I don't know. There's some sort of.
I'm sorry. There's no judgment. Nothing.
I mean,
but
some guys get that way because they're enabled. They're enabled to be that way.
Yo, your man is fucking around. Like, what the hell?
Well, it happens. It happens. It happens. Well, give us your favorite moments in the movie.
Favorite moment.
Oh. I mean, obviously, I was pretty blazed while watching the movie, so obviously...
So were they.
Like, Lily Tomlin just putting out the joint and just, you know, in the bar, kind of being like, yep, let's go. We're ready. That was probably my favorite scene. She's the best. She's the Frizz. She's Miss Frizzle.
Yeah, she was great. I mean, Jane Fonda was so funny in the because she was playing like a square kind of chick. You know, Jane Fonda's like has a career being sexy, crazy,
like super babe, ultra babe. She was
super babe,
not frumpy here, but like
and strong and like so loud and an activist. And then she's doing this kind of like really
like very
housewife.
I will say as well, I really love the wardrobe because even though Dolly Parton does have very, you know, she's known for her very large breasts, it was very conservative. Like all of the costumes were very like businesswoman attire. It was great.
Country style business.
Country style.
Yes.
Had that gold necklace on the whole damn time.
Why not? Well, with the gold necklace if you wanted to. But I love that Jane Fonda, she played like Judy.
Jane Fonda. And shout out to Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin now doing a series together.
Frankie and
oh really?
Yeah, Frankie and something.
Not Frankie and Alice. It's not.
Maybe Frankie and Alice. I want to say Frankie and Grace, but it's maybe Frankie and Alice.
No, Grace and Frankie. Yeah, no.
Frankie? Something like that. But they get to come back together in their, you know, in their senior years and get to act together again, which is great. Frankie and Grace, people say.
Frankie and Grace.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice. I was about to mention that when she stood up for herself, like for her ex-husband, the ex-husband shows up out of the nowhere.
I love that.
And she took him out of the house.
The ex-husband showed up.
Yeah.
The ex-husband showed up the first time in an Adidas sweatsuit. What the hell?
I thought there was this kid. Where's your Adidas sweatsuit?
My sister's gonna.
He was such a creeper.
I was like, yeah, this would be a good idea. What is he about to break dance? This is 1980. What's going on? Middle-aged white man.
Such a creeper.
No shirt underneath, just the jacket, no shirt, and a gold chain.
Dante, you need to start dressing like that, my guy.
I got an Adidas sweatsuit around here still. I still got one right there.
No,
Alice.
What?
Alice is like, yikes.
I'm gonna set the fire of that. No. Don't you dare with a gold chain.
Okay. Last question, Denise. What characters did you relate to most out of the women?
Oh, I don't know, probably Lily Tomlin. I think, you know,
Lily
she's,
Tomlin.
yeah, just because, you know, she's a single mom of 4 and, you know, but she knows how to fix a garage door, you
She's a
know,
boss lady. She's a boss
yeah,
lady.
she's super boss lady. And I think, you know, kind of doing, pretending to be a doctor and stuff is totally my MO. Like that would absolutely is how I would get out of that situation.
Attic girl. Attic girl.
Attic girl. I love that.
You have to wait somebody give you a chance to change your life. So that's why I'm sitting next to you.
That was great. Anyway, our hour's just about up. While you're here, we're going to share the movie next week. I just made it up. She's going to be surprised by this. I know we're going to do Latino and Hispanic films the week after, but we're going to do next week because it's the #1 film in the country right now. We're going to do Shang-Chi.
Oh!
Nice.
Yeah, so let's celebrate it. Let's celebrate the film. It's #1 film in the country right now. I just surprised her with it because we were talking about something else, but I realized let's do that film.
That's a good surprise. I love that.
And shout out to my boy Simu, who's killing it, Aquafina in the film. If you guys have watched the film or go watch it again, why not? Let's just keep
Celebrate
going.
the art.
You know, maybe that'll be my first movie in the movie theater.
Have you seen it yet?
I have not seen it yet. I have not seen
go
it.
watch the movie theater. We wore masks the whole time. We wore the mask.
I was gonna either watch that or Candyman in movie theaters. So I don't know.
Go watch both. Go watch both.
You right? Double feature.
We have the AMC pass. We're not getting paid by AMC, but we have the AMC pass, which
well, this is not a commercial. This is not a commercial.
You get 3 movies a week.
Yes, this is not a commercial. We didn't get paid from
That's
the
actually
AMC,
pretty
but we
good.
AMC pass. So that's like
I actually did hear about that. Yeah.
You can watch 3 movies a week.
How much is a month?
$20 for the month. You watch 3 movies in a week. If you watch 1 or 2 movies in the month, you won.
I'm about to look at guys. Good work.
So, Shang-Chi, how do you pronounce it?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
We've seen it one time. We might go see it again. We love the film. Let's talk about it
Dante was
next
pronouncing
week.
something else. I was like, let's go watch something Shang-Chi or something.
We're
Are
all
you
learning.
speaking English?
We all can't speak Mandarin up in here. We're learning.
We're all
Yes,
learning here.
So don't make fun of my accent
I
sometimes
would never
when I
dream
say
of
something
it.
else.
Would
I
never
know. I
dream
said.
of it.
I know. What?
I wouldn't
That's
dream
the
of it.
story of my life. You make fun of it
I
every
would
day.
never
The
dream
first
of
thing
it.
I wake up, you make fun of my accent.
Would never dream of it. Not once would I dream
We
of it.
love your accent, Alice.
Dante, he making fun of it. Sometimes he do make me feel like.
I would never.
Oh my gosh.
I would never shame you on your accent. It's
All
amazing.
in good fun here. Good fun.
Right, Denise. We love talking. We love seeing you.
Love you guys.
Have a great
Bye.
Denise always a crowd favorite and one of ours.
People just requesting Denise.
Always.
Like, yeah.
So thank you guys for watching 9 to 5.
Thank you for
funny
watching.
film, a time capsule of the 80s, a sneakily like important film for the women's good movement.
Come on, let's make a change, guys. Like this is 40 years ago. We're still facing the same issues, and we're going backward. What the hell? Why would woman's body is a property of something?
Shout out to Dolly Parton. Shout out to Lily Tomlin. Shout out
Why
to
we
Jane
can make
Fonda.
a decision on our body?
Okay, yes, you're right. Okay, yeah, I agree. That is bullshit.
That's disturbing.
So that's disturbing.
Like, come on, we gotta
let's
make
not go
changes.
backwards. Let's go forward. Let's go forward. Let's go forward. And next week we will
talk about Shang-Chi.
So watch it. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's really good. We watched it once.
And I got mad because, well, how come I get against
She was like, why are they in that damn movie? Why am I in that damn movie? Anyway, some friends are in the movie and they killed it. And so let's talk about it next week. Shang-Chi, yo, next week.
See you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Sorry for being aggressive.
No,
but I'm
something
not
you're going to talk about.
I'm not being sorry. I'm just kidding. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you guys next week.